How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome to another phenomenal game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I will be in my new favorite of the Japanese line, the Tier 10 Heavy Tank that is known as the Type 5 Heavy. Took forever to get to this point, but I'm glad I suffered through every little bit of it. I completely skipped the Oho because it is a shit tank, and while it is very well armored, it does not get a good gun, and you have to rely on a piece of shit derp cannon. I said no thanks and skipped it. And just like that tank, I don't use the derp for this one either. You get like 75 millimeters of penetration on your standard high explosive round for the 15 centimeter. Did I say that twice? If I did, I apologize. And then you get 334 penetration for your heat rounds, which is great and all, but I'm not a big fan of using heat, especially when you keep bouncing off things that you know would pen otherwise if it was AP or APCR, and it's just quite annoying. So I decided to go with the more shitty but more DPM gun on this thing, the 14 centimeter, which has two 49 standard AP rounds, 249 penetration on the standard AP rounds, and 282 on the premium AP rounds. It's so weird that they're both AP rounds instead of one not being APCR or heat. But yes, that's what you get with this tank, and that's just what you're gonna have to get used to, because there's no way around it unless you want to have that dirt piece of shit on there, which takes like 22 seconds to reload. Well, this one doesn't exactly take that much, faster of a reload, but you get 6 less seconds to wait for that reload, and that makes all the difference in the world. You get more accuracy, and you get a more reliable source of ammunition. It's pretty great all around. So this IS-7 finally makes the smart move to try and run away, and I track him. And then, of course, he dies by another tank on my team, which is fine. Don't feel bad using premium primarily on this tank, because it's 282, and your accuracy is shit, and you're slow as fuck. So, much like the Moss, if you make your way to the fight, and you don't pen your shots at your targets because of low pen or a heavily armored target or whatever the fuck it is, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. I don't know how that doesn't pen. That was horse shit if I've ever seen it before. But as you can see, this giant behemoth of a fucking tank is just a fuck ton of armor in the front. In the side, it's okay, but I love the way the front is angled, and as long as you keep it angled like this around a corner, they can't pen you unless they have like a tier 10 tank destroyer gun, like the Jagdpanzer U-100, E3, E4, etc. But it's hilarious how much this thing can bounce, even against your own tier. They have to load premiums to reliably pen your front. It's great. That probably makes it really noob-friendly, but it also, doesn't in the same way, because, arty and mediums have DPM, and they can just continuously track you and then work their way around, and one tank can encircle you and kill you. It's pretty great. And there I go, penning the top of the IS-4 like you're supposed to in close quarters. And, or penning, overmatching, yeah. You get the gist of that. But during this, I just used primarily premium ammunition because, like I said before, I don't want to bounce my shots like I did there, like a fool, because I was using first-person perspective when I should have zoomed in and actually aimed for the side of his hull that was facing towards me. But I didn't, and I hit his lower plate at an angle, and it fucking ricocheted, which is fine, because that was my own mistake. That Death Star did fuck all to me. It has spaced armor all throughout the side of it, on the tracks. I believe the higher part does... Actually, no, that's a lie. The higher part of the side armor does not have spaced armor on it. So if you get hit with a Hesh round there in the side, even if you're a little bit over angled, you're gonna get fucked up real quick. And I know he already fired at somebody, I think, while I was behind that corner, so I'm pretty, you know, foolhardy about taking him on. I pen him, I slowly back up. I know that E5's coming for me. Or is he? He's actually AFK, which is great. But I don't know that until I get a little closer. Like right now, it's obvious that he lagged out. He's just aiming at the ground. Was kind of hoping for a fire there. Probably should have tried tracking him. But it's fine. I got my damage. I get to do the most dramatic ram ever. And I try to track him here. Oh, I just miss tracking him right before that my other allied tank shot him. That was unfortunate. But look at this. Huge behemoth of a tank. Meet fucking side of E5. Just, oh. If you're going down a steep slope with this thing and you hit another tank, it's probably going to take at least half their health off, despite you going only like 30 kilometers an hour at the highest point ever. Ugh. I love this thing. I love how much armor it has. I don't mind that it's slow because of all that armor, but God help you if you get caught out in the open with like 2 or 3 arties on the enemy team. Jesus, they will fuck you up. I think I run the large spall liner, the vertical stabilizer, and the gun rammer, or the gun laying drive. I'm pretty sure it's the gun laying drive, but don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure. I think I did the gun laying drive just to increase my aim time as much as possible. But that's only a first class mastery because I didn't get enough medals, and fuck you, Wargaming. But still, great game in this tank. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.